going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today is March 24th and I got 3 official NBA player props that I've already locked in for today's set of games. All I'm here to do is quickly analyze them for you guys and why I chose them, why I put my own money on them. Hopefully I can help you make some money. Now, yesterday we went 3-1, I believe. Yep, 3-1. LeBron under 6.5 assists. Like I said in my Discord, it was a not good read at all. It was way off. He had 6 assists in the first half, I believe, and finished with 10. He had a double-double. So taking an under in the category that he got the double-double in is obviously just a terrible read. I should have expected him to shoot a lot less and a lot worse with his little elbow injury he's got going on, instead of figuring his teammates would struggle a little more in a tough matchup. And I didn't think he would pass the ball as much as he did. But yeah, all the other 3 reads cashed beautifully. Jaime was definitely my favorite read. Like, exactly what I wrote out happened in this game. And if he didn't get garbage stats in the fourth quarter, he would have soared under this by like 10 PRA. He got to like 16 or something, but that's still way less than 22. Paulo scored 35 points, so that was sweat-free. And Drew Holiday always comes through clutch in the RA department. Obviously not in the points, but we're not going to talk about that. So yeah, the good run continues. We're up almost 40 units. Let's get to 40 units tonight, please. Let's do it. But yeah, in order to do that, we got to get into the plays, so let's do it. Now, my first play is in the Kings-Hornets game, and I took Malik Monk over 14.5 points. It's still widely available. You can probably get it on DraftKings and Caesars and all these other books, just doing the 15 plus points. I just think this is way too low of a line for Malik Monk when he's projected to play around the 25 to like 30 minute mark. Tonight he's projected to play 25. He was projected to play 28 earlier today. And I'm guessing if he shoots well, he will get up to that 28-30 mark again. But if we look at Malik Monk on the season without taking anyone out, when he just plays 20 minutes, like look at his hit rate and his ability to score 15 points. And then I know the Hornets defense has been really solid, and this game has a spread of 17 points. But even in the tough matchups, the Hornets are the 4th best team at limiting points to guards. Even in the tough matchups, though, he's gone over in 9 out of 11 games, averaging 17.5 points per game. I feel like the Kings players' minutes are very solid no matter what happens in the game, because they're not trying to win. They're just playing their players because they have to play them. But then if you hop over to the straight BETTIN website, you go down to the Sacramento Kings. You got all these guys out, but if you just take out like Westbrook, Levine, Clifford, Sabonis, and you put DeMar DeRozan on, because he'll probably play around the 30-minute mark, and you go down to Malik Monk and give him 25 minutes, even if he does see the 25-minute, like the lower-ish minute projection, he's still projected to score 16.3 points per 25 minutes. Like, the shooting matchup isn't terribly hard. Like, as of late, I know the Hornets defense is a lot better above the break, but like I showed earlier, even in tough matchups, he's been able to score 15 points because his usage and volume is just crazy. And Malik Monk is also known as like a pretty like streaky shooter, I guess you could say. Like, when he sees the ball go in, he's just going to keep shooting the ball. And even if he doesn't see the ball go in, he's going to keep shooting the ball. But he just had a 32-point game versus the Nets in their last game. And just a couple games ago, he scored 30 versus the Bulls. And the only games in between, he didn't even play 17 minutes, which won't be the case tonight. So yeah, I like Malik Monk to score tonight. Just think he's going to take a ton of shots after seeing the ball go in the hoop a lot in their previous game. So yeah, Malik Monk over 14.5 points is my first play of the day. Now, I do not have anything as of right now in the Pelicans-Knicks game, but I did really like Mitchell Robinson over 14.5 PR. I don't really like the way the market's moving with this, but he's projected to play 20 minutes, which I feel like is a pretty good amount for a guy like Mitchell Robinson, especially in softer matchups. But I would also like to say, I feel like the books are really, really sharp today, because all like the on-off data, all the data that I look at on PropsMadness, the projections all come out to about what the lines are set at right now. So it has been a little tough to find value, but that's what we do, so that's what we're going to continue to do. So moving on, my second play in the Magic Cavs game, I took Max Strus over 4.5 rebounds at this plus 114 line on FanDuel. Now, I know this graph looks really good. It's a 4.5 rebounds line. He's averaging 7 rebounds per game. You can hate on me for just trying to take like a simple read here, but I still just think this line is mispriced because it looks like a really tough matchup on paper. Like, he's had a couple good like offensive rebounding matchups for his opponents, but over the last 5 games, the Magic have been like pretty mid at rebounding. They're allowing above average rebounds per game to their opponents. And on the season, they're actually allowing the 6th most rebounds per game to Max Strus's guard slash forward type position. And in order for Max Strus to cash this, he would need to grab a rebound every like 4 or 5 minutes, which I think is very doable because BetTIN's website allows us to look at NBA rotations as well. So we can just go to the previous game of the Cleveland Cavaliers right here. And I just really like who Max Strus is on the court with during his 24 minutes of playing time. We can see he plays for almost 10 minutes from the first to second quarter, and then also plays right at the end of the second quarter, right before the half. And then he also finishes the game with the starters. So if the Cavs run a similar rotation to what they did in their last game 3 days ago, I do think Max Strus will be in with a lot of the bench players. That gives him a better chance to grab some rebounds. And then when he is in with Evan Mobley hopefully will facilitate more. And without Jarrett Allen, Max Strus will be able to grab some rebounds because he doesn't share the floor at all with Dean Wade throughout the entire game. And he rarely shares the floor with Sam Merrill, so you don't have to worry about those other forwards taking his rebounds. And the Magic are also on a second leg of a back-to-back after a 2-point loss last night to the Pacers of all teams at home. So who knows how tired their legs will be, and who knows how motivated they'll be to even grab rebounds after they had to sit with a loss like that from their flight from Florida to Ohio. But either way, I just think there's too much value to really pass up on this line at plus 114. All he needs is 5 rebounds. I don't think this matchup is as tough as the books are projecting it to be. So yeah, my second play is Max Strus over 4.5 rebounds. I would also like to mention I did debate just taking D-Mitch or James Harden's points tonight. I debated James Harden's rebounds as well, but that was the problem. I didn't really know who to go with. So I ultimately just took the value at plus 114. And if you guys don't feel comfortable playing Max Strus at a full unit, then just play 0.5, 0.25, or just pass up on the play in itself. You do not have to tail if you don't want to. But yeah, my third play is in the Nuggets-Suns game, and I took Jamal Murray under 6.5 assists. We took this at minus 111 on DraftKings. Looked like the odds dropped a little bit back down. This was all at like minus 130, minus 140 not too long ago. But same read that we took versus the Raptors. I can't believe he converted on 6 of his 9 potentials, so it did get a little sweaty. But if we just look at games without Peyton Watson, with Christian Braun, with Aaron Gordon, gone under in all 6 games, averaging just 4.8 assists. Now, that's not the only angle because the Suns are a really solid defense. They're allowing the 4th least assists on the season. Over their last 5 games, they've been a little worse, but like over their last 15, they're a top 2 defense at limiting assists. And since the All-Star break, Jamal Murray really isn't averaging that many potentials like with Aaron Gordon. Let's look at those games. Since the All-Star break, he's gone under in every single game besides his last game he played 2 days ago versus the Portland Trailblazers, which is a much easier matchup than what he has tonight. And so this is basically the read we took versus the Raptors, that he's not going to have a ton of potential assists. He hasn't even gone over 12 except versus the Thunder, which is crazy. But yeah, I mean, if we just look at games when he sees 12 or less potential assists on the season, he's gone under in 27 out of 35 games, averaging 5.3 assists. And then if we look at games with Jokic, with Christian Braun, and with Aaron Gordon, just as a whole, he's gone under this in 12 out of 17 games, averaging less than 6 assists per game. And then we take away those really easy matchups, just do the top 10. He's gone under in every single game. So we keep the games with Peyton Watson even in there. Jamal's gone under them as well. Where Jamal likes to get his assists, the Suns are also very good at defending. Top 10 team, top 3 team at limiting above the break threes. Jamal Murray has played the Suns twice this season and gone under in both games with 9 potential assists and 6 potential assists in 37 minutes. Now is without Aaron Gordon and maybe Christian Braun stealing a couple assists, but they can also contribute to his assists, so take that as you will. Yeah, just really like the matchup for Jamal Murray's under. And then if you go back over to the BETTIN website and you look at Jamal Murray since the All-Star break, with Jokic on, Watson off, Braun and Gordon on, you select Jamal Murray. How many minutes is he projected to play? He's projected to play 36 minutes. So if we go back over here, plug in 36 minutes, Jamal Murray is still only averaging 5.6 assists per 36 minutes. If we apply the matchup here, last 15 games, we go to Phoenix Suns, apply, only averaging 5 assists per 36 minutes with these guys on and off since the All-Star break. As always, guys, shout out to PropsMadness. I know you guys see it at the top of the screen throughout the entire video, but PropsMadness really is the best tool, best researching tool out on the market right now. I wouldn't be promoting it to you guys if I didn't believe in it myself. So if you guys do want to find props similarly to how I find my props and be a winning bettor, then I think you should consider signing up for PropsMadness, subscribing to PropsMadness, and use code Nick for 25% off your first month. But yeah, guys, that's all I got for today's video. If you did enjoy, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below. Literally anything, I don't care. I just need the views and I need the likes to get the views and the comments to boost my algorithm. So hope you enjoy one of my cats being in the background right there. But yeah, guys, have a good day. Peace out.